Hello, I'm Darren Walker, pastor at St. John's United Methodist Church. The purpose for this video is I want to share something important with you, something I'm very excited about. Turning to Scripture, Isaiah chapter 43, verse 19, we read, "Look, I'm doing a new thing. Now it sprouts up. Don't you recognize it? I'm making a way in the desert, paths in the wilderness." My goodness, don't we feel like we've been wandering the wilderness the last year or so with the pandemic and everything? October 31st is going to be a landmark day for us. Not only is it Halloween, but it's Reformation Sunday, a time that we remember when the church went through some major changes. It's a fifth Sunday, and it's also the Sunday that we are going to launch a new Sunday morning schedule and worship format. I'm going to try and make this brief because this is not the only thing we're going to be sharing about this. If you have questions, please ask me, call me, talk to me, send me an email. I want you to know what's going on. When we worship together, if we don't understand what we're doing, why do we do it? So, starting on the fifth Sunday of October, October 31st, we will have Sunday school from 9 until 10 a.m. From 10 until 10:30 will be a time of fellowship. Many of you have said you really missed that. We used to stop between early service and the beginning of Sunday school and have coffee, talk, visit, donuts. So we heard you. At the end of the 10:30 period, we will begin our worship service. We will have one worship service on Sunday mornings. It will start at 10:30 with a traditional format. Traditional hymns, liturgies, all that will be in place. Then at 11 o'clock, the sermon will begin. Now, prior to that, maybe about 5 or 10 minutes prior to that, we'll have the children's moment and the scripture. But the sermon will be at 11. Following that, we will transition into a contemporary style of worship. And that will bring us to the end of our time together of worshiping, probably about 11:30. So we'll be getting out a little bit earlier than that. If we have communion, that will follow right after the sermon. Now the idea is, and this is going to take some getting used to, right before the sermon, probably it'll be the passing of the peace, children's moment, scripture, sermon. The folks that are more interested in the contemporary style of worship they can filter in at that time. Everybody can come at the beginning at 10:30 and stay the whole time. But if you prefer traditional, come at 10:30, and then after the sermon there will be a time of reflection. Music will be playing, and you can quietly exit the sanctuary if you're not really into the contemporary style of music. If you prefer the contemporary style of worship and music, then you come in during the passing of the peace. We have the message first, and then following that, music, prayer, and the conclusion of our service. We are still working on this. This is a brand new kind of format for us. And I need your prayers. I need your engagement. If you've got thoughts or ideas, we've already tweaked it and changed some things several times as we're getting closer to actually doing this. But the idea is that it's introduced on the 31st, and then we follow that format through the month of November and forward. Now, I believe let's do what works. And if for some reason this doesn't work and we've given it a good try, and that means more than just we did it once and it wasn't perfect, we'll adjust, we'll tweak, we'll try something else, but our purpose here is to come together as a church family and worship God and be inspired, be fed by the Spirit. One of the advantages of this is that it would be possible for us on a regular basis to all be together at one time. So pray about this, and as I said, if you have questions, please, let's talk about it. Thank you very much for listening.